We realize the statistics we shared at the end of the previous topic are disturbing. You may be among the many who've repeatedly switched from one faith community to another. Maybe you've even changed denominations, hoping to experience what you read about in the Bible. Christian pollster George Barna tells us that some 20 million people in the U.S. are looking to restore what the earliest church had. We want you to know that what you're looking for isn't out there someplace. Relational intimacy and spiritual power begin in your own home.
If you could see yourself in your home through the spiritual eyes of our Father, you'd perceive a completely different vantage point. The true issues which affect your life and your ability to experience the freedom Jesus offers are encountered in the unseen world.
A battle of tremendous proportion is raging in and around you. In this unseen war are the Holy Spirit, angels, demons, and even your own sin nature.
Your spiritual victory and the freedom Jesus promises you is won in this unseen arena, not in the physical world.
And your home is where you have the best opportunity to be victorious.
Focus on this point as you go through the remaining lessons. Your home is the primary place of spiritual development and victory. Your home is the basic building block for all spiritual development in your transformation into Christ-likeness, and for you to experience the freedom Jesus promises.
In our DVD series, Certain of What You Do Not See, we discuss at length the invisible forces of the Holy Spirit, angels, demons, and your sin nature.
We strongly encourage you to discuss this material with your spouse and extended spiritual family. Just because you can't see the invisible realm doesn't mean it isn't real.
Before we discuss the Hebraic facets of your home life, let's delve a little further into the evil, unseen force that's within you.
It's a force that you were born with, your sin nature.
Why do we need a good understanding of your sin nature?
Because it's a part of each of us that we pretty much ignore. We may be convicted about the individual sins we commit, but few people pay attention to the powerful force within them that entices them to sin.
Yet our Father knows your sin nature can reap devastation if you give it free rein. The chief aim of your sin nature is to entice you into a life of sin and keep you out of heaven.
Now, if your sin nature were a physical organ, like your heart or your liver, it would go about its business unnoticed until something went wrong.
But unlike your organs, your sin nature has been doing a whole lot of evil since you were born. Let's look at what happened to you when you were conceived. First, you received the Spirit in you that gave you life from God. Next, you received your body, your physical genetic components, from your parents. And you were also conceived with a soul, that is, your mind, will, and emotions.
But along with your soul came your sin nature. That's right. This is your inheritance that goes all the way back to Adam's defiance of God. Here is how it works. It was through one individual that sin entered the world, and through sin, death. And in this way, death passed through to the whole human race, inasmuch as everyone sinned. Romans chapter 5, verse 12.
Each of us was headed toward God's wrath because we all inherited a sin nature from Adam. It's important that you get a hold of this. You were conceived with an evil force in you, one that would like nothing more than for you to experience spiritual death. In effect, because of sin, we were all born condemned. Paul makes this plain. Indeed, we all once lived this way. We followed the passions of our old nature and obeyed the wishes of our old nature and our own thoughts. In our natural condition, we were headed for God's wrath, just like everyone else. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 3.
So if you've embraced the true gospel, and are indwelled by the Holy Spirit, there is a battle raging inside you.
It's a battle over who will rule your soul, your mind, will, and emotions. The victor will be either the sin nature you were born with or the Holy Spirit who now indwells the followers of Jesus.
That battle line is clearly defined. So I say, live by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the sinful nature. For the sinful nature desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the sinful nature. They are in conflict with each other, so that you do not do what you want. Galatians chapter 5, verses 16 and 17.
Do you understand what we're saying? When you embrace the covenant with our Father, the sin nature you were born with fights against the Spirit our Father sealed you with. Your sin nature and the Holy Spirit are warring within you over who will rule your soul.
As you'll see in the truths we'll be sharing, your home is where your sin nature is confronted, and life in the Spirit is learned.
If you'll continue with these lessons, you'll never regard your home life the same again.